Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another middle of the week. How are you doing? Are you making it through? Feeling good? I got to tell you, I'm feeling wonderful because the weather is beautiful here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The weather is up into the 60s and 70s. Looks like it's going to be in the 80s this weekend, so my summer-loving heart is feeling quite good. The trees are blooming. It's just a great time of year. I love spring because we're almost there to summer. But I hope you're having a good week, even if you're not. I hope that the Lord is encouraging you and you're finding ways to draw encouragement from others or maybe encouraging others as we just make our way through another week. I wanted to share something with you. I've been going through some of my favorite verses in the Bible. I should say I'm Michael Hatfield, the lead pastor at the Piedmont Park Seventh-day Adventist Church, and just love to share my favorite parts of the Bible. Eventually I'll switch. I don't know, maybe halfway through the year I'll switch and start sharing with you some of the more challenging verses in the Bible, the verses that I struggle with, but this is one of my favorites. And I thought, I don't think I've done one of my favorites from the book of Revelation yet, which is one of my favorite books of the Bible. It's one of the books, along with Daniel, that increased an interest in me in Bible study years ago when I was a young adult. And so very much love the book of Revelation. And this verse, I struggle trying to figure out what's my favorite verse in Revelation, and I think it's this one. It comes from Revelation chapter 21. It's the ending of the book of the Bible that makes it so good. The last two chapters are just amazing. And many people, many scholars and pastors through the years have said, the Bible is not just a book of books. It's a storybook. It's God's story to us, or it's his letter to us. And that's all a good way to think about the Bible. But I have said and come to understand the Bible is that. It's a story. It's letters to us. But it's like God's song. It's like the song that God sings to us. And if you read through the Bible, there's a certain refrain. There's a chorus, actually, a chorus that goes over and over again throughout the Bible. You'll find this. You'll hear it all throughout, from Genesis all the way through to here in Revelation. And that chorus is that line that God just wants to get stuck in our heads, is God simply singing to us, I want to be with you. And that's what God's singing over and over in the Bible. It's the things that he does in the Bible are so he can be with us, with fallen humanity again. And so this is how the song ends here in Revelation 21. God sings it one more time. So the Bible begins with God and humans in a garden together. And then things fall apart and we get separated. But it ends again with a garden, with a tree of life, and humans and God back together. So Revelation chapter 21, verse 3, I love this verse. It says, and I heard a loud voice from heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, is with humans, and he will dwell with them. They shall be his people. God himself will be with them and be their God. That is the promise of the Bible. That is the song that God sings all the way through. You can see it in Exodus where he says, build me a sanctuary. Why? So that I may dwell with them. You see it when Jesus is born and he's called Emmanuel, God with us. All the way through, it's why God gave us the Sabbath so that we could spend time with him. It's why Jesus came so that we could dwell with him. And then here at the end in Revelation, it says, ultimately, at the end, when sin will be wiped away, God will dwell with humans. What a beautiful ending to the story, to the letter, to the song. God just singing again, I want to be with you. The only trick is, what song are we singing back to God? Do we want to dwell with him? And friends, if you want to dwell with him someday in the future, in eternity, why not start dwelling with him? Why not starting to get to know him today and spending time with him? That's my challenge for you today, for this week. I hope that you will spend time in the busyness and the hustle and bustle of life to spend some time with God. Dwell with him now, and we will enjoy dwelling with him for eternity in the future. Take care, everyone. I hope that you'll join us this coming Saturday here at Piedmont Park. We have our Bible study time at 9:30 for all ages, 0 on up. And we have our worship time starting at 11 o'clock. This week, we continue our sermon series on the book of Exodus. It's called When God Shows Up. And I'm excited to share when God shows up and how he helps Moses in Exodus 5 through 7. So join us this coming Saturday. Take care, everyone, and let's take care of everyone.